Hello, it's Keith from Kinvert. I just got two pretty interesting looking missions that I think I want to go for. So one of them was to get in orbit around Kerbal. Where is it? So this one's literally just asking me to get into an equatorial orbit, which I can kind of typically do anyway. So if I'm on the way to the Mun or something like that, I can potentially do this. It's not... it's a little high up, but it's not that bad. But the pay is like 80,000. So what I want to do, I think what I want to do is accept more missions. So I've got none active, but I've got this one that looks quite doable. I've got getting in orbit. Let me show you these in a bit. And then ferrying tourists, and this is going to get me another 100,000. So I kind of want to accept 3 missions before they expire. So I think I'm going to upgrade this. Boom, it's done. And then, yeah, so I can do up to 7 contracts now. And then also to start getting ready to get to the Mun, I just want to upgrade this. I can't get to the Mun and land there with 30 parts. So now I can get a whole byte of parts. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this, and now I'm down to 290,000 bucks. I don't think I need the patched conics. I think I've got a feel for landing on the Mun at this point. Without the patched conics, because I think I'm going to need to research up soon. My astronauts are doing fine. I don't even think I care about that building or that or that. So I did already upgrade the launch pad. So now let's take a look at the missions I have available. And these are the 2 orbits, and I think both of them are pretty doable. Both of them are pro grade. This one in particular, it's just kind of the orbit of the Mun itself. For this one, I might need... more Delta V than I can really get, although I just upgraded, right? I just upgraded my my building and launch pad, the VAB and the launch pad, so I think I'm going to go for this one first and then that one. But I want to accept 3 of these missions. They look pretty good. So this orbit, what does it say? They want me to land on the Mun and return from the Mun. I mean, I basically have to accept this because I'm gonna do it. And then ferrying 4 tourists is another one of the ones that I want to try to do. And all I've got to do is get them into orbit. It doesn't even say how high into orbit, so I can just get a low Kerbal orbit. Their travel itinerary, orbit around, suborbital space flight. I can do both at the same time. I mean, they'll be on a suborbital space flight at first. So, check. And there's 4 of my 7 taken up. So let's start with the simplest of the orbits. It was a Stadler mission. No. At 10 million. Okay. So this is the one I'm going to start with. I think I can do this with practically what I have. Build a new unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. I believe I have that. Reach the designated thing, I think I can do that. Have a materials bay on the satellite, I've got to add that. Maintain stability, I mean, if it's in orbit, I don't know. Maybe that's a joke. So, I'm going to go in. This is going to get me almost 100,000 bucks. Alright, so I'm going to basically be going with this, and this does not need to re-enter the atmosphere. And I can build bigger now. Alright, take away that. Why did I click again? Ditch this. So this can generate power, and it's got an antenna, bada bing, but it needs some sort of storage thing. What was it called? Build a new unmanned probe that can generate power. Please note this must be new, unmanned, must have a materials bay. All right, which is the materials bay? Which is the materials bay? Service bay. Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's this. And just hope that it's right. And then attach that. Do I care about that? I don't think so. I don't think I need the decoupler. Okay, so something like this. I'm probably over my old tonnage. Yep. So yeah, this wouldn't have been possible before. I mean, this was enough delta V to get me there and back. I mean, I didn't have this up top. This is adding 0.2 tons. It's not that bad. It's like 2 parachutes. So I think this is going to work. I just hope that this is a materials bay. So let me quick Google this. KSP materials bay. Where do I find a materials bay? Science Junior is also called the materials bay. Science Junior, okay. I don't know why they did that and named them different. But, I mean, this worked before. It ought to work again. This is fine, this is fine. I would bet my reputation on it. Which reputation? I can't even find my reputation. Oh, and I've got tourists. Okay. They're not going on this. Okay. So again, maintain the orbit, sure. Materials bay, I just added it. It must be able to reach the thing. My master pilot skills will achieve that. Build a new unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. Boom, boom. All right. This is not Mun and back, but I'm just going to launch. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I'm trying to get a lot done right now. My semester... What? Since when? What the heck was that all about? It just tipped over. I'm gonna... Because I might have enough science to bother researching the grippers or whatever. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. And I'm going to see if I should research the structural grippy doodads. And maybe I should move all this up a bit. I don't know if that'll help. All right, leave this. Don't save. Okay. Okay, right here. I've got 49 science. And I could research this, and I have a feeling that's going to help. And this is going to get me so I can do that 4-man mission anyway, so I might as well do it. I don't need to purchase all of it. But I will. Okay. So now I've got that full column, and I went with electrics early. I wanted the solar for my stuff. But yeah, soon I'm going to be probably going for the larger diameter rocket so I can land Kerbals on the moon. Landing is... These legs might be a little important. Yeah, so there's... And the landing can could be good too. Kind of reduce my mass that I'm trying to land, reduce my payload. Alright, so back into here, and I should be able to add the... We'll see what they're called, so I don't have to keep making up words. Launch Stability Enhancer. I guess like that, so I don't hit the wings. I have no idea if that's going to help. But I'm below my part count. I can buy a byte worth of parts now. I believe I'm ready. So I'm not going to have a great thrust to weight ratio at the very beginning, I think. Does this even tell me? Start mass, thrust to weight ratio. But where does it report that? So there it is, and I want to see it. Yeah, I guess I just don't know how that works yet. Alright, staging this and then this. No. Pardon me. Alright. Ooh, not necessary. This will practically get me back my mass there. Alright, after adding this. So we've got antenna and materials bay, ability to generate power. Let's go for it. Hopefully it doesn't tip this time now that I got these structural enhancers, structural stability enhancers. Good, not tipping. All right. Full throttle, no stability control. There we go. So now I should be kind of gravity turning to the right, to the east. Get my map view while I'm nice and stable here. I believe I accepted the mission, right? All right. Build a new satellite. Have materials bay, that's good. Okay. So we're flying. I don't know how accurate I have to get the orbit, so we'll see how that goes. I think I'm heavier. I don't remember having to have this much throttle at this point in the game. So we'll see. I might be heavier now than I was before. So I'm getting up to 19,000. I remember that I pulled off an orbit, like for this stage I got my apoaps up to 62,000. I think is about the best I pulled off with this basic overall rocket configuration. Still got half the fuel for this. I think I'm going to hit it. And then, yeah, for my upper stage, I used to really struggle with the upper stage because I didn't have much control. Now I've got a reaction control on there. So I think we're looking good. Keep turning. Yeah, I'm above what I pulled off before. Okay. I think I've got my center grid. I think that antenna is what's throwing me off a bit. But yeah, so far, I'm pretty sure I've got enough delta V. I've got an ascending node, 2 degrees. Alright, so I think I'm going to do a parking orbit, and then, because 2 degrees is a bit. Alright. I think I'm going to go for a parking orbit on this. I haven't done one of these missions. I don't have patched conics, but I think I'm going to go for it. I'm actually almost aimed at the right timing for that ascending node. I can almost practically go for it. But I'm just going to circularize. I think if I do it, I'm going to end up over here. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm going to go back to map view, kind of time warp a bit to the apoaps. Plenty high. Alright. Yep, staging's correct. Alright, so I'm burning prograde. I'm going to stay planar for now, and then what I'm going to try to do is, and I don't remember if this is the right way to do it, but I'm going to get my apoaps out there right at the ascending or descending node, and then once I get out there, I'm going to do my plane change when I'm out at apoaps. Because I'm going so slow, it ought to take a small amount of fuel if I'm out at apoaps to do that plane change. And that's just getting me the inclination I need. And so I want to get my apoaps out, basically touching that ascending or descending node. So I'm going to try to mostly have a good circular orbit so I don't have to worry about timing as much. Oh well. Not very circular. Okay. And so now I'm going to time warp around. I could actually time warp to here. This will be shorter. Okay, so make sure my throttle's off. And I'm going to time warp around Kerbal. until I'm aiming right at the descending node. Ooh, am I gonna be... Okay, by the time I get there, the moon will be gone. Ooh, that moon is gonna... I'm gonna hit that sphere of influence. Not this time, but one of these orbits. Alright, we're gonna call that good. I'm gonna aim prograde. Which way is prograde? Alright. And I've got 2500 delta V or whatever that was. Maybe it was 23. Okay, I think I need to burn a little later. I'm gonna keep going for it. I think it's gonna kind of rotate over. Just need to do this a bit. Okay, what do we got? Need a little more speed. So I'm gonna aim prograde, speed up just a little with shift. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna time warp out there, make sure I've got my throttle cut all the way. Start time warping a bit. And then before I lose control of the satellite, I'm gonna find my antenna somewhere. Alright. Cool. It's time warp out. The moon should hopefully leave so that I don't hit its sphere of influence, because I don't want to get yanked around. I think I'm gonna miss it. Okay, so once I get to the descending node, I'm going to do 2 quick burns. I'm going to do separate burns because I don't have the patched conics, but I need to do a plane change here. Okay, we'll call this close enough, I think. Which way do I need to burn? Let's see, it's going around this way, and it seems to go up. Am I going to aim normal? I've got so much junk on the screen. Alright, I'm going to aim... Let's see, this is aiming out. I'm going prograde. And I want to aim at one of these, I think. But isn't this normal or anti-normal? I don't remember what this symbol means. Let's see. I mean, if I burn up, I'm burning straight away. That's not what I want. So prograde is this, straight in and out, so I need perpendicular, so I'm going to try this one. I think I got it. All right. Did that move? Well, I'm at 0 degrees. So I think it's good. All right, and now I want to raise my orbit soon, so I'm gonna get out to my apoapse. This is my first time trying one of these, so bear with me. I didn't even do it in 0.9. Okay. So now I'm aiming, I assume that's radial out. I mean, I'm aiming directly away from the planet. I'm going to go for 90 degrees, should be my apoapsis. And I got to keep this fairly accurate. I've still got 1600 delta V. I mean, I think that's enough. Okay, I got to try to burn accurate. Okay. So I'm going to time warp out to my apoapsis. I accidentally pushed it up a bit. We'll see how accurate they need this orbit to be. Okay, aim prograde again, and gentle with the throttle here. Did I get it? Does that mean I got it? Do I just have to stay here for 10 seconds? Oh, cool. Alright, I got it. So now, what do? Do I leave it out here? I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens, because eventually the moon's it's gonna catch up to the moon. The moon's gonna be going slower. This is gonna catch up, and I mean, I don't know, but maybe in about 2 orbits, and then it's gonna hit the moon's sphere of influence, and it could be whipped off anywhere. So I'm kind of inclined to leave it. I don't know if that's a big plane change, and I might have to do it for a new satellite. Oh, dude, don't I have to try? I gotta try. I mean, I've already got it out here. Okay. I'm gonna try to do both. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I just kind of... I gotta try, right? So I'll do that in the next one. I'm at 20 minutes. So in the next video, I'm gonna try to... I didn't plan on it, but I've got 1300 delta V left. I kind of think, I mean, this orbit's halfway between Minmus and the moon, or Mun. And I'm not very far off plane. I mean, I'm only at a 2-degree inclination. And so I've got to get a 20-degree plane change. But I'm only traveling at 500 meters per second. So I do another, whatever 500 delta V it's going to take to get out of here. I don't know. And then I do another plane change. If that's at 20 degrees, another couple 300 delta V. I mean, what? This is going to cost me 900 delta V? This is very much off the top of my head. And I've got 1300. I might be able to pull this off with like 400 delta V left. And these are both prograde around the planet. So yeah, next video, I'm going to try to do this. I might be able to get both missions with one satellite and see if it works. I could come home with 200 grand. That'd be pretty cool. All right, Keith from Kinvert. This is the sort of thing we do. So I have an aerospace engineering degree. I teach kids robotics, coding, 3D printing. And right now I'm working on our Kerbal Space Program courses. And we're making one online as well as we teach kids in person. And with KSP2 coming out, I wanted to go back. I haven't played since like 0.9. And I want to brush back up and be ready for KSP2 when that comes out so we can hit the ground running. So there's going to be more of this coming. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.